Alright. Ooh. Ooh, it's me. We got a we got a big small one today. Big idea, small stream. You know what I'm saying? It is me. Okay, so ad playing right now. I'm gonna wait for the ad to go. And then maybe after that we can do something cool. See, what do I got? What kind of music do I got to play for you fellas out there? You fucking fellas. Ugh. New beginnings today, you might say. I fell into a deep depression last week. But I said this Monday I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna come back to all of my routines at once, and it won't overwhelm me. I swear, it'll be totally fine. Don't even worry about it. Okay, this ad's ended in 20 entire seconds. Actually, 30. I lied to you. I'm sorry. Oh. 15. Oh my god, I'm covered in cat hair. Whoa. What the heck? What the heck? There's cat hair all over me. Oh god. Oh. Okay. Um. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. My name is Chicken here. Alright. So, the ad's finally fucking done. It's a premonition. Um, we got a big thing. I got a big thing for you guys. My stream. Okay. I went on the internet and I said I don't really want to play a game today, to be honest. Um, so I went on Tier Maker and I found they have live tier lists where you can just click through and it tells you like what everybody else voted. And then it'll automatically scrub to the next item, right? So I found a tier list which is like 500 game franchises, and I'm gonna go through every single one. Frankly, I probably haven't played most of them. I was gonna there was like a 1,000 plus individual game tier list, but I thought that would be boring. Because I haven't played 1,000 games, or maybe I have, but I haven't. You know, I haven't played like Dragon Quest 1 through 18, right? So I figured for the sake of the content, it would be better to just like uh, rank franchises as like a whole thing. You know what I mean? All right. This might take a while. This is either going to be like a 30-minute stream or 10 hours. I'm not sure yet. Okay. Um, First of all, I probably want to move my camera, or at least shrink it a little bit. Oh, there you go. That's better. I didn't want to cover the D. I didn't want to cover the D. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Does anybody have like a playlist of music which is like not super distracting? I have Justice on right now, which I is great, but I only got like 5 Justice Sons. You know what I mean? Eventually, I'm gonna run out, and we're gonna have like Saw Paulo by the weekend playing. And I won't be able to focus because I'm gonna be vibing too hard. All right, Bad's got me with the playlist, and then right after that, I'm gonna be putting Mario right in F tier. Fuck Mario. Okay, I am curious though. If I rank Mario, oh no, they have like all the different Mario series here. Okay, because I thought it was gonna be like, am I ranking everything Mario adjacent? Like when I rank Mario, does that also count Super Mario? Does that count Mario versus Luigi? You know what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm throwing down right now? Are you throwing up what I'm picking down? Why is this open in the fucking app, guys? Sorry, I'm getting angry. Cozy Jazz Cafe, relaxing soft jazz music. That might be a little too chill, to be honest, but we'll see. Like, it might put me to sleep. But let's see. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Age. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, this is like the first day I've been able to stream on TikTok again. Because the OBS thing finally worked. I use like an OBS multi-stream plugin. And for the longest time, first of all, it wouldn't let me stream on TikTok at first. And then after that, the chat wouldn't work, which just like ruined the whole thing. But I checked last night. It's all good to go again. So, for my Twitch chat, when I'm speaking to nobody, just assume that I'm talking to people on TikTok. Somebody sent me a rose. It was very nice of them. Okay. So, let's get into it. Goddamn, this is some real jazz. Actually, this is the kind of jazz that like Fletcher from Whiplash would get fucking angry about. How you streaming with 25 followers? I hacked the system. I don't know what to tell you. I asked the CEO of TikTok personally, and I begged. No, like normally you can't stream unless you have 1,000 followers, I think. But I stream from my computer, and the restrictions are a lot lower. The only thing I had to do was have an account for 30 days. So I don't know. Fuck them, I guess. All right, Mario. I have played 3 Mario games. Dude, you keep sending me roses. I'm gonna. Thank you. It's so cute. Okay. I've played like 3 Mario games. I've played Mario, the first one. New Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U, and Mario Odyssey. Okay. The first Mario, I don't like. What can I even say about that? You run and you crush Koopas. I don't know. It's like a game. It's the platformer, right? I can't even put it in a tier. The other 2 are interesting for me though, because New Super Mario Bros. U is like kind of mid. Honestly, it's sort of lame. It's not bad. It's just like, I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it that much. Everything is just kind of the same and repetitive. Um, and then on the other hand, Mario Odyssey is probably the best platformer I've ever played. Like, it is an amazing game. Um, it's like the Donkey Kong 64 of the Nintendo Switch. You know what, you know what I mean? Um, the music in that game is amazing. The platforming makes me cream. Just for that alone, I have to put it up. Also, like, I mean, it's fucking Mario. If I put Mario in like D tier, I think Nintendo would actually sue me. Um, that said, Mario is also such a huge franchise that like there's quite a few stinkers in there. I just remembered I also played Mario 3D World for the 3DS. And that was good. That was good. I'm gonna put it in A, I think. I can't really justify S because I haven't played enough. But like if I consolidated every Mario game into a little jelly, I think it would be an A tier jelly. Um Mario Kart. I've played two Mario Kart games. I played the Mario Kart for the DS and 8. Both are great. The DS one actually not amazing. Apparently, everyone puts this in S tier. I don't know. I don't really play that many racing games in general, so it's like, who cares? Mario Kart for me probably like B tier. It's not bad at all. But I don't know. I can't really get excited for it. Mario Party. Here's the thing. If this were like if this were like 15 years ago, Mario Party would absolutely be an S tier. But somehow the last like 3 Mario Party games have all been lame and like weird, boring, bad, bitchy. um, so like if I'm going by like modern time Mario Party, I have to. Oh, do I put Mario Party in C? This might reflect on me though, because I just don't have friends. I'm the guy that plays Mario Party in like the single player mode. I play. I'm the guy that plays Mario Party with like 5 NPCs. So I'm gonna have to. Is that C? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm like colorblind. Doctor Mario. I've only played the original. Doctor Mario is just it's just Tetris with pills. And also like I don't really think Mario he's a plumber, right? Not a real doctor. So that's gonna go in D for doctor. Mario Tennis, on the other hand, is another A tier. Immediately, you cannot tell me that Mario Tennis is like anything lower than A. Same thing with real tennis. Okay, I prefer badminton. Because the full tennis ball kind of hurts my bones. But Mario Tennis, I don't even get hurt when I swing the Wiimote. It's so good. Um, Super Mario Maker. I'm gonna be real. I've never played them. But I did watch Game Grumps play Super Mario Maker for like 150 episodes. And that was probably some of the most fun I've ever had on YouTube. And it just like I like how do you rank Mario Maker below an S? You know? Because the thing is, there like it's just up to like what the audience makes. And as far as I'm concerned, the Mario audience is pretty creative, and they keep finding new ways of torturing you. Like the most popular thing on Mario Maker is just making a level that's borderline impossible. And that's amazing for me because I love challenging games. Once we get to like Dark Souls, I'm gonna have to make a new tier. Man, I'm rubbing my knuckles so hard. Okay, Mario Strikers. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to look some of these up. Or what? How did I miss the O twice? Soccer? Mario. Okay, well that art style looked kind of sick. I don't. I mean, I guess I can make this argument for Mario Tennis too, but I don't really know why I would want to play soccer through Mario. I bet. Okay, but here's the thing: Mario Strikers, even though I haven't played them, has to be higher than the FIFA franchise, right? Because I just like I know that no matter what, the Mario Strikers game, the Mario soccer game will absolutely be better than FIFA. Like in terms of the fun factor. So FIFA, spoiler alert, FIFA's going in like E tier. So Mario Strikers, I'm probably gonna put around C as well. Mario's super sluggo. Does this guy play every sport? Am I gonna have like Mario Crochet after this? Alright, obviously baseball. Nobody's played this. The 67% haven't played. And then the rest of it's like even. So I'm inclined to believe that most of these people haven't played it either. Okay. Um I'm gonna rank this based off of how I feel about baseball. Which is that I think in terms of the big stadium sports, baseball is definitely the most boring. um yeah, it is gonna take forever, but that's good. Um baseball's boring. Um the only interesting thing about it is that like you have the chance of getting hit in the face. Like the ball can reach you. So we're gonna go E for baseball. Mario Sports Mix, like dude, I don't know. Go get down there. Paper Mario. Okay, this is the RPG kind of. This is like the turn-based one. Again, haven't played it. But every time I see a Paper Mario like trailer or gameplay, it makes me feel a sense of childlike wonder. And I can only imagine that that feeling translates into the game itself. So we're gonna go like B tier just for that feeling. That was A. Oh my god. Mario and Luigi. Okay. I know what this is, but I cannot for the life of me name a single Mario and Luigi game. I have an image in my head of them like sitting on a couch together or something. Nothing else. Um this is gonna be the first like haven't played. Cause straight up, I don't even know what to think. Mario Golf. Mario Golf just below Mario Tennis, I think. I love a little golfing in Mario. I think he can handle the ball pretty well. Um, but it's not as fun as a normal Mario. Not as fun as. Can I move these around in the tier? Maybe I even go C tier. Because Mario Party being that low makes me think that maybe I shouldn't be putting golf above Mario Party. Yeah, I'll go C. Okay, Luigi Mansion. I have played 10 minutes of the first Luigi's Mansion. But I did watch a playthrough of the third one, and my sister went out as Halloween. My sister went out for Halloween as Luigi's goo. Luigi's goo form. And those are fond memories for me. So I think I think Luigi's Mansion is probably gonna be like B for me. Captain Toad, who who asked for this? Nobody. What are they gonna make the next Toad game? Nobody cares. Super Princess Peach. Um, I have no idea. I'm gonna go ahead and play Donkey Kong. Okay, I've played like a few Donkey Kong games. I'm not gonna lie. Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong is the kind of series where I play them. I feel like I'm gonna cry. Donkey Kong's the kind of series where I play them and I can like recognize that objectively they are very well made and designed games. They're great. But I can't really get into it. It's like the same thing as when I played Dishonored 1. There's something about playing as a big gorilla doesn't really click with me. And then to top it off, in the new games, Nintendo announced like 10 new games at their direct. No mention of Diddy Kong, who's like, name aside, he's the best one. Okay, just I understand why they're avoiding the connotation now, but just I don't know, rename him to like Diddle Kong. Uh, Decon. I don't know. Okay, Donkey Kong is going in like probably B as well. I was gonna say C, but they're good. They're good. Donkey Kong Racing, just play Mario Kart. That was meant to be E. I can't tell these colors apart. Donkey Konga. That is that real? No. No, this is the one where you hit the little drums. Okay. For the gimmick alone, we gotta go A tier for Donkey Konga. I never had it, but like the envy that grew in me from people that had the little Donkey Konga drums was so strong. Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. I don't. Why are there so many Donkey Kong spin-offs? What is this? Has anyone played this? What? This game is cursed. Donkey Kong Barrel Blast is a 2007 racing game developed by Payon and published. Okay. A racing game. There's two Donkey Kong racing games. Like as series, there's two different Donkey Kong racing series. Okay, this one F. No need to exist. Mario versus Donkey Kong. D. D. They've been feuding for like 40 years. Wrap it up. Yoshi. There's some good Yoshi games. Actually, if I'm being real, there's some good Yoshi games. Like Yoshi, Yo, the one where he's made of wool. You know the one where he's made of like where he's like a knitted Yoshi. That one's goated. Um, B B is B B okay. Wario Land. Okay, now here I almost mix this up. Wario World. Wario World is A tier, I think. Wario Land, who cares? Wario oh shit. Maybe it's WarioWare that's A tier. Hold on. Wario Wario World platform game. WarioWare. Okay, no. WarioWare is like the anthology one where it's a bunch of little mini games. That one's A tier. Wario World sucks. Okay. Zelda. I don't like S. Obviously. I don't think I've played a single Zelda game that hasn't been like amazing. Like even the ones that I don't like are still great. Um Twilight Princess is my personal favorite because I grew up with it, but like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, aside from that little small minority of people that like to get really angry because they made it open world, both of them are phenomenal games. Um, the Wind Waker, the Wind Waker is I didn't finish it, but it was great. I loved every second of it. The issue I had with Wind Waker is that I ended up getting distracted with something else, and I played a different game for a while, and then when I came back to Wind Waker, I was like floating in the middle of the ocean with no direction on where to go. And then I never played it again. Okay, Link's crossbow training. Now, you may think this is one of those ones where I would have to be like, oh, I've never heard of this. What the heck is that? This one I have some knowledge on. I have some elite knowledge on Link's crossbow training. This was a tie-in game for Twilight Princess on the Wii, where it's just one mini game of Twilight Princess Link, and you're just shooting targets with the crossbow. This one I'm gonna have to put in like E, to be honest. It's cute, but it's not good. Warriors? Warriors? I've never heard of this. Warriors War Warriors game. That no. No. That's not right. Video game. The War what? What is this unknown series? Warriors. No. Uh okay. like I'm not the only one here. 77% haven't played. Metroid. Metroid's good. I've only played like two of them. One of them was a Wii game. The other one was Game Boy, I think. DS, Game Boy, something like that. Both of them are good. I need to play more Metroid. but I'm gonna play it like safe here. We're gonna go B. That's A. We're gonna go B. Metroid Prime Pinball, S tier. No, okay. Here's the thing. We don't need. I understand she turns into a ball. It's like the same reason they made Sonic Pinball. But like, how many? There isn't like a Balatro equivalent for pinball. You know, they're all the same game. Fucking uh, D. D. That was E. Whatever. Kirby. I haven't played any of them. It's just actually Kirby Air Raid. Can you imagine if this is the one that I knew about? What it I just realized I said Kirby Air Raid instead of Air Ride. Kirby. Kirby's fucking bombing people. If it was Kirby Air Raid, that would be S tier. But I haven't played Kirby Air Ride, unfortunately. Star Fox. Uh, Star Fox is like cool, but there's just a lack. There's a lack of it. You know? And like they made like a Wii U Star Fox game. And it's cool in concept, but the controls on it are so terrible because they try to integrate the Wii U gamepad in a way where like you have to crank your head up and down constantly to play it. Um and I've only played that one and the original Star Fox. Um I don't know. I feel like Star Fox is one of those series where everybody knows it, but like I think it's underappreciated. Like even here, most people who have played it put it in B tier, and then 62% haven't played it. But like I'm sure of those 62%, all of them know what Star Fox is. I'm gonna have to say C for Star Fox, to be honest. Pokemon. Okay, this is exactly the same as Mario Party for me, which I know sounds crazy, but Pokemon fell off so hard. Okay, when it was like 2011 and like Black and White were coming out and all of the previous Pokemon games were like legendary and I played Black and White and I had an amazing time. I still remember the fucking Elite Four theme where it was like do 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 do. That was like peak Pokemon. And then something happened around the 3DS release. Game Freak just didn't they just didn't really know how to do it. um X and Y were like fine. Eventually they remade Ruby and Sapphire and those were really good actually. Um but you could tell in the transition to 3D, Game Freak started having some problems. And then even further, the Switch came out and Nintendo was like, "Okay, the Switch is our home console and our mobile console. So like the Pokemon games are going to release for the Switch now." And Game Freak really really struggled to adapt from like pixel art in 2012 to a full like they started making them full open world Pokemon in what was it 2017 2018. Like again, if this were 10 years ago, Pokemon would be easily like A S tier, but it's been so long since Pokemon has been like really good. I have to I have to put it in like C. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon though. Honestly, honestly, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon might be higher than the normal Pokemon series at this point. I might have to put it all the way in B tier. Because the thing is, like, there are less Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, but if I'm putting the whole series together, I think on average the Mystery Dungeon games are better than the main series is at this point. Stadium, I, I was never interested in it. Snap. Okay, Snap is like the perfect game. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't. There's just like there's no flaws in Pokemon Snap. It is what it is, and it does it perfectly. I need I need to put Pokemon Snap in S tier. I'm sorry. Go Go had like a generational run. Go had a generational run in whenever it came out, like 2018, 2017, 2016, sometime around that point. The the worldwide unification that the human race had for Pokemon Go. They had my parents going out looking for a fucking Eevee. It unfortunately it like died super fast, especially with the pandemic. But I gotta like just for the memory of it, I gotta do A. Like Pokemon Go did something different. Detective Pikachu. You need to do Repo multi. I've played Repo with my friends. But the thing is, none of my other friends are streamers, so I don't really like turn the stream on. Uh, when I'm just playing with other people. Detective Pikachu. Funny movie. Haven't played the games though. Mother. Okay. Mother is one of those games where like I've watched a 4 hour video essay on it and I've listened to the whole soundtrack, but I've never actually touched the game. But hmm, I think if I played it, it might go in S tier, but just based off of how I've interacted with it myself, I would put it probably in B. When are they gonna release Grandmother? F-Zero. I think out of the Nintendo racing games, F-Zero is probably the most fun for me because it's so blitzy. So I'm gonna put it. If I had these ordered in tier, F-Zero would go above Mario Kart, but just pretend that it's there. But I'm gonna keep it in B. Okay, Ice Climber. I feel like I might have played this like a past life. Oh, it's those fuckers with the hammer. Ice Climber. Oh, that's me. Jump scare. I accidentally clicked on myself. Um, Ice Climber is going in F. What is that? Is that blank? Fire Emblem. Okay. The only experience I have with Fire Emblem is them bloating the fuck out of the out of the Smash roster. And for that alone, it's going in D tier. You can't even see it there, it's invisible. Which is how Fire Emblem should be. Invisible to the naked eye. You have to go out of your way to find it. Kid Icarus. Again, another one where they just like put him in Smash and like nobody actually knows who he is. So that's going same tier as Fire Emblem. I don't even know where I put it anymore because it's invisible. Pikmin A tier. God, I love Pikmin. You just have all these little goobers, and you herd them around like cattle. And sometimes you kill all of them in one fell swoop accidentally, and it's traumatizing. But other than that, it's great. Animal Crossing. S. Animal Crossing, I don't play that much of it, but it's like it fulfills the same kind of like casual maintenance and slow growth satisfaction that The Sims does. But the difference is that Animal Crossing doesn't like milk you dry. No. I already put Animal Crossing up here. Amiibo Festival is the next one. Um, I think Animal Crossing is like just the exact same uh niche as The Sims for me, but better in every way. Amiibo Amiibo Festival is the opposite of everything I described good about Animal Crossing. First of all, it's like a Mario Party clone that nobody asked for, and in order to play half of the game, you need to purchase little figurines that nobody owned because they all got scalped. So Amiibo Festival is going firmly in F tier. Punch Out. They need to make a new Punch Out game, man. I like imagine a VR Punch Out game. That'd be oh, yes. You actually punched. Um there's only like two Punch Out games I'm aware of, which are the Wii one, which is amazing, and the NES one, which is fine. But the Wii one is so good. I have to put the series in like B. Xenoblade Chronicles. This is like the Xenoblade like edges on Fire Emblem tier for me, where there's too many of them, and I don't really want to commit into it. Chronicles specifically, as far as I know, is like the open world aspect ones. Um, and they do look cool. I plan on playing it eventually, unlike Fire Emblem. But I can't really justify anything over like C. It seems like most people put it up here. I might just put it in haven't played, honestly. I don't think I can give a justifiable opinion on Xenoblade. Duck Hunt. Um, Duck Hunt's gonna go in B tier solely because I have to respect the balls to make a game where all you do is shoot animals. You know what I mean? Splatoon. I'm like, you did all Splatoon is that you like splooge all over the floor and then you like swim in it, right? A tier. Arms. Underrated. Underrated. Okay. Arms I don't know how many of you even like recognize it. It's like that Switch launch game where you have really long arms. It's like Punch Out for the Switch. Which means it's also going in B. Rhythm Heaven. Never heard of it. Yeah, I know the original Duck Hunt had like the blaster, right? Oh, oh, this is that one that I saw the funny TikToks about. Okay, wait. This is like A tier, actually. Chibi Robo. I know what this is. This is like this is the one with that little robot mascot. And it's like I remember I watched a video essay on Chibi Robo, and it was so cute. It looked so good, but it never got like the recognition it needed. Damn. Based off the video essay, I have to say like B tier for Chibi Robo. Excite Bike. Oh, that's the NES one. It's you're just on a motorcycle. Um, it's really hard for me to stack like single title NES games against Zelda. Um, I'm gonna have to go like E. It's not an insult to me like Amiibo Festival is, but it's not something I'm excited for, despite the name. Balloon Fight. Fuck off. Golden Sun. Never heard of it. Oh, okay, it's like a JRPG. Um, and the first video I see on it is titled "Was It Good?" Which makes me think probably not. E. Advance Wars. Whoa. I thought that was a Call of Duty game. Okay, so we have anime girl. She's literally shaped like an hourglass, like angularly. Um, so you're in a little tank. You have a big boy. You have a little boy. I'm assuming you're the girl. Oh no. Oh, this looks lame as fuck. Um, I don't think. Does it fill the same tier as Link's crossbow training? That's like the threshold for me. Is it better or is it worse than Link's crossbow training? I'm gonna say it's like around the same. Pilot Pilot Wings. How many of these are there? These unknown titles. Game and Watch. Okay. This one I actually know. This is like the little 2D man. And like the little handheld games where it's only the one game. Um, it's just like an ink display. It's fine. I understand why it's like a classic, but I don't think I could pick up a Game and Watch game for more than 5 minutes, to be honest. Um, Game and Watch is the kind of series that was made to become a video essay on YouTube, not to be played. Snipper clips. Oh, yes. I think this was on the Switch. This is the one where it's a co-op game and you have to cut each other so that you can fit your little paper bodies into scenarios that help you solve puzzles. This is actually sick. That one's going A. Brain Age. I don't know. Nintendogs. Nintendogs makes me sad because I know there's so many little puppies that are like trapped alone on DSs that will never be opened again. It was cute while it lasted, but I'm actually getting like really depressed thinking about that right now, so I'm gonna put it in C. Art Academy. Okay. I actually do know this one. This is a Wii U game where you use the Wii U gamepad. Here, look. Look, I'm one of the only motherfuckers that still has the Wii U. Like just sitting around in my room. Okay? Art Academy is a Wii U game where you use the Wii U gamepad like an art tablet. You pull out your little stylus and you go, I'm drawing, I'm drawing. It's actually sick, and it like has lessons. It teaches you about art. Oh. Only issue with it is that like half of it is paid DLC. But I'm gonna go B tier. Anyway. Smash. Wow, people love Smash, apparently. Okay. Smash doesn't really have much competition, to be honest. Like, for the specific niche of fighting game that Smash is, the only one that really blew up was, that, like, Warner Brothers, Smash clone. And that was fun for, like, a week. And then it just, it got like, super popular. And then it just, like, it crashed, like, the economy. So, I can't really, like, I don't personally love Smash that much, but it just doesn't have any competitor. I have to respect it, you know, it needs to go in S. Me? Is that even a game? Oh, I guess that's a franchise. The Me stuff is, it's cute. It's cute. I'd put it in B, though. I love the idea of it, but, like, I don't really have memories with it, because I didn't own a Wii when it came out. Wii Sports, Wii Fit, Wii Party. This is sort of similar for me as Pokemon Go, where, like, the impact that these games had on families, like the world when the Wii was popular, was so huge, that I can't put it anywhere but A. Nintendo Land. God, this is depressing for me. The 67% haven't played. Because Nintendo Land is like the Wii U. Nintendo Land is the Wii U version of the like Wii Sports. And it's good. It's good. It's good. But it's not Wii Sports. You go B tier. 1-2 Switch. Fucking Nintendo fell off on the like included game thing. That one sucks. Nintendo Labo. Okay. Cute idea, but realistically, this was just a way for Nintendo to sell you a $100 piece of cardboard. So I'm gonna go C. Clubhouse games. I don't know what that is. Astral Chain. I think I know what that is. Astral Chain. Okay, this is one of those games that show up on the Nintendo Direct, and then everybody in the Twitch chat starts, like, spamming the Weeb emote. And honestly, I can kind of see why, so we're gonna go F. No. Wonderful 101. Okay. What the fuck is this? Okay, it's another Wii U game. Even I didn't play this one. They made a remaster of it for the Switch? For who? For who? For what purpose? It's 94% unplayed. Bayonetta. Okay. I have not personally played the Bayonetta games, but I just know in my heart that it's A tier. Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, oh my god. Sonic is impossible to rank as one series because it has like some of the best games ever and then also some of the worst games ever made in the same moniker. However, unlike Pokemon, I think Sonic recently has been kind of having a bit of a resurgence. The recent Sonic games have been pretty good, actually. So I'm gonna have to put it in B tier, above Pokemon, just because I know that, like, I think as a full series, Sonic has more hits than misses. And then even the ones that are, like, bad, a lot of the time are, like, hilarious bad. They're still funny and entertaining. But the bad Pokemon games just, like, make me question why I'm playing a game at all. Sonic Racing. This pisses me off. Sonic Racing pisses me off because Sonic drives a car when he's the fastest being alive. I don't care if everyone else has cars. Sonic should just be running. F tier. Sonic Riders. Same shit, except for this is even worse because it was a Kinect game. Sonic Boom. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see what you guys are doing now. Sonic Storybook series. It's not as bad as Sonic Boom. We're gonna go see. Sonic Spinball. Okay, remember earlier when I said Metroid Prime Pinball didn't need to exist just because she could turn into a ball? Exact same thing as Sonic Spinball. Sonic Battle. No. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. This series, I've never played any of them. It always pissed me off, though. Because, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Um, I already have Metro. I already have Metro. Um, Sonic, Sonic Kiss, Sonic Kiss Mario. This is like E tier. Puyo Puyo. Is this the one that's like Tetris, but with little goobers? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. Where did I put Dr. Mario? It goes in the same tier as that. D? Okay, perfect. Knights. I've never heard of it. Super Monkey Ball? Oh my god. Super Monkey Ball is the perfect game series. It makes me want to, like, rip my eyeballs out. I need to do a Super Monkey Ball stream. I have it on the Wii U. That would be an amazing stream. Um, it's majority B tier by the votes, but that's because you need to be like, you need to be a masochist to to enjoy Super Monkey Ball. Because I love the idea of it so much that it makes the pain of playing them worth it. We're gonna get A tier. Jet Set Radio, S. Oh my god, S. Jet Set Radio was like one of the first games I played where the style of it and the music and everything like opened my eyes to like how different art could be. Beautiful. Crazy Taxi. I mean, it's good, but you just like just go crazy in a taxi. I think B is fair for it. Streets of Rage. I haven't played Streets of Rage. Alex Kidd. Huh? Golden Axe. Golden Axe. Golden A's. Golden Axe. What the fuck is this? This looks like an 80s movie felt like cover on a VHS tape. There's no way that this is anything over like D tier. um yeah. Outrun. I'm no. Yakuza. Okay. Okay, Yakuza. I've played one Yakuza game. It was Yakuza 0. And all I did in it was I got to like the part where you can just freely explore the city as much as you want. And then I went into a building and I played pool for like 15 hours straight. And I never progressed the story anymore after that. Which means it's going in A tier. What is this? Shenmue. Okay. Shenmue. Shenmue. I see why this came like right after Yakuza. I think Shenmue. I don't think Shenmue is as good as Yakuza. But it is good. I would have to replay them. I've only played Shenmue 2. And I don't even think I beat it. For the memories I have of it though. For the memories, one of the best RPGs ever. I don't know if I believe you. Okay. Don't crucify me. Because the last time I played Shenmue, I think I was legitimately like 9 years old. But I'm gonna go B. Phantasy Star? What? Daytona, USA? Nobody has played this game. Why is this even in the list? Um, no. Samba de Amigo? This is the one with the skeleton. Right? 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 Oh, fuck. This is on the monkey. Never mind. If this was the one with the skeleton, it would be S tier, but... Wait, I'm gonna go F. Panzer Dragon? Is that what that says? Space Channel 5. I think I've heard of this. Oh! Yes! This is another one where, I haven't played it, but I've seen, it was like a big meme on TikTok of this lady dancing. And I think Jerma played this game. If Jerma played it, it has to be B at least. Okay, what is this, bud? Oh, I've heard this. Damn. I might have to... Can I drag that back up? Can I drag that back up? Can we put Daytona back up? You can't hear it. You think YouTube will DMCA me for this? They definitely will if I play Bustin'. E, E, O. Okay. House of the Dead. Okay, I need to check if Typing of the Dead is after this, because there would be two different tiers. Okay, House of the Dead is fine, I think. I have no idea what that is. Skies of Arcadia. Billy Hatcher. And the giant egg. If it were Billy Layer, and the game is you laying the egg, that would be an S tier. Football man, no, yeah, well, okay, you gotta understand, Bad. Most of the people making these tier lists are like younger than me, probably, and I only got to play like a handful of PS1 games because my family were like behind. Football Manager, any game. I'm saying this right now. Any sports game, any realistic sports game, immediately goes in F tier. Okay, even the people that enjoy these games don't enjoy these games. Choo Choo Rocket? Fantasy Zone? I like the title. I gotta at least put it on the ranking for the title. We'll go D tier. Bonanza Bros. What the fuck is Bonanza Bros? Um, is this like a Mario Bros clone? Bonanza Bros is like what I would name a duo YouTube channel. I love the title. We're gonna go C tier just because of that. Shin Megami Tensei. I have to put respect on it for the fact that it fathered Persona. But I haven't actually played an SMT game myself. But for the respect alone, I'll go B tier. Persona. It says Persona 5, but this is like the whole series. Okay, here's the thing. Let's just, for the sake of argument, okay? For the sake of argument, Persona 1 and 2 don't exist. So we're strictly talking about 3, 4, and 5. A tier, I think. My only issue with the Persona games, actually I have a few. My two issues with the Persona games is that one they're too fucking long. Okay? I love sinking like 200 hours into a game, but like the game can't require 100 hours out of me just to like beat it, you know? That's too much. I get overwhelmed. My ideal is like have 100 hours worth of content in the game, but if I just want to beat it, make the main segment like max 50 to 60. 100 hours for like main story average playtime is too much, in my opinion. My other complaint, why is everyone in Persona always like a high schooler? When are they gonna make the college age Persona game? You know? I don't like the fact that I'm playing like a 16-year-old and my hookup options are the adult goth nurse and my teacher. like I can set aside if I want to like a role play RPG, I can set aside the fact that I know my character's like 16 and just I don't know, pretend it's me. um but I still think it's weird if you're going to have a game where you're a child, don't don't give me the option to become a victim of pedophilia. Okay? Those are my two gripes. Aside from that, Persona is goated. Catherine. How are there 80% haven't played? 82? Somebody just voted it for haven't played again. Okay. Catherine. Catherine's really good. Full of style, amazing soundtrack, great story, very funny. I played it on stream. Um, I think A tier, but I could see why people would vote it B because it is pretty repetitive. It's a very small scope game. Basically the whole thing is just it's kind of funny. The whole game is just you go to bed and you have a nightmare and then you go to the bar and you drink and talk to your friends. It's very repetitive. But with that said, I think it does what it tries to really well. So I'm going to do A. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Alien Isolation. Really good. Really good. I think this might piss some people off. I think Alien Isolation is B tier. Um, the first half of the game is like some of the best horror game shit. The first half of the game is one of the best survival horror games I've ever played. And then like it keeps going. It goes on a little too long. Um and you get the flamethrower and you get all these other tools. And I think it kind of overstays its welcome. Eventually the alien stops being as scary. And the story stops being as interesting. And then shit just kind of keeps happening. I think that if Alien Isolation um really narrowed down its scope a little bit, it would probably be one of the best games ever made. Nosy Pumped You joined. That's I hate that name. Project Diva. Okay. Oh, Miku. Hi, Miku. Hi, Miku. You're so cute. Um, I'll go B tier. Mega Man. Okay, I played my first Mega Man game last week, actually. Mega Man's good. Mega Man's good. Honestly, I think the best thing about Mega Man is the music. Mm, it's hard for me to rate it above B because there's so many. Like there are really good ones, but there's so many. I don't have to go B. Mega Man X. Okay, that's A. Mega Man Legends. Mega Man Battle Network. Mega Man Star Force. Okay, Nintendo has a problem. They get like one good thing and they milk it out. Street Fighter. Hmm. Street Fighter. I'm thinking of other fighting games. Do they have them listed down here? Not immediately. I like Street Fighter more than Mortal Kombat, and less than other fighting games. Where did I put Smash? Where's Smash? Smash, Smash. Smash is an S. Okay. Street Fighter. B. Street Fighter's a B. Resident Evil, S. Easy. Easy S. There's so few, like, actually bad Resident Evil games. They're almost all good. Even 5 and 6. 5 as a co-op game is amazing. Is some of the most fun co-op you can have. 6, less good. Less good, still fun in co-op. And then almost all of the other ones, aside from like Gaiden, are good. I have so few complaints about Resident Evil as a series. It's just fantastic. Monster Hunter. You couldn't pay me. Actually, if you want to sponsor me, go ahead. But aside from that, you couldn't pay me to play Monster Hunter. Fuck this series. Too much to learn for my little brain. DMC S. Actually, do we count 2? Because if we're counting DMC 2 in the franchise, I would have to like push it down to A tier. Because all of the other ones are like amazing, but 2 is so bad. Having a game in your franchise, a mainline game that the entire community agrees you should just skip, really hampers down the opinion, you know? But I already put it in S, and I think it deserves it. Ace Attorney. Objection. Objection. Actually, wait, this has that one guy that plays air guitar. Yeah, B tier. Ghosts and Goblins. Fuck this series. I know I said I like challenging games. Not this one. Dead Rising. If it were like the first 2, I'd probably put it in A. But I think they milked Dead Rising too much. I have to put it in C. Okami. I haven't really played much of Okami, but it's another one of those games where like the style and idea of it is so good that I have to at least put it in B. Dark Stalkers. I know what this is, but I forget what it is. Oh, this is the one with the hot girl. This is the one with hot girl. Where's Street Fighter? I'm gonna go C. I'm gonna go C tier. Strider. Fuck. Bionic Commando. Okay. I gotta say, there are so many games that like people haven't played. Like I am an avid gamer. And I have not heard of, let's see, 23% of the games, or haven't played them on here. I think it is truly amazing like how much art humans produce. Even if even if it's not good or nobody plays it, I find it so interesting that like there was a group of people that spent time in their life making a game called Bionic Commando. only for 92% of people not to play it. But there are so many little decisions and intentions behind like this game and so many others that nobody have fucking heard of. I think that is so cool. That is so cool. Final fight. This one though, fuck this one. I can't even read that logo. Beautiful? Is that Beautiful Joe? Beautiful Joe. Oh my god, it's this guy. Okay, I can't lie, it looks kind of cool. I can't lie, it looks kind of cool. I'm just gonna have to skip that one. Captain Commando. Dino Crisis. As far as I know, this is just Resident Evil with dinosaurs, which sounds like 10-year-old me's fucking dream. So that's going in A tier. Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm gonna put this in the same tier as Street Fighter, maybe higher, maybe A tier. I think Street Fighter's like low B tier, Marvel vs. Capcom is high B tier. DuckTales. Stick to TV, assholes. F. Pac-Man. Okay, if you're the motherfucker that ranks Pac-Man S tier, step away from me. You're not... but it's so iconic. He eats little balls. Okay? I feel like a newborn has played Pac-Man before they even leave the room. The womb. B. Pac-Land. F. Pac-Man World. F. Tekken. I think Tekken's too slow, in my opinion. But I feel like at this point, all of the fighting games are just going to be in B tier. Katamari. I really like it, but I don't know if it's... I don't know if it has that, like, A tier pizzazz, you know? Like, there are games... Once it's in A tier, it, like, means something to me. Katamari is just, like, one of the Nintendo IPs. You know? And that's it. Tales of series? E. Soul Calibur. It's another fighting game. Klonoa. Oh, it's this little guy. I know this little guy. I know this little... You guys know this little guy? You guys know this little guy? Well, he's going in... He's going in C tier. What the fuck is this? Dark Souls? Ooh. Ooh, this is a tough one for me. Actually. Because Dark Souls 1 is my favorite game ever made. And Dark Souls 3 is also amazing. And then Dark Souls 2 is just, like, good. You know? I'm not one of the people that thinks Dark Souls 2, like, killed my parents. That's how bad it is, but... The other two, I would give, like, 9 out of 10s, and then Dark Souls 2 is, like, a 7. Which almost makes me want to put it in A. On the other hand, that does mean I think every game in the series is good. and it has an amazing story. The reason I like Dark Souls 1 the most, though, is just because, like, I know it gets a lot of shit for the second half, but I still like most of the second half areas. They're all different enough to be engaging to me. Dark Souls 3 is really good in the second half, but I actually have a harder time starting it because once you get out of the initial Lothric Castle section, the next like 5 areas in a row are all like gray and yellow swamp or like rundown village. You know, it's very samey until you get to like Irithyll. We're gonna have to go S. I'm sorry. It's too good. Little Nightmares. This is one of those games where, like, I know that it's really good, but I just can't muster up any enthusiasm for it. I'm not gonna rate this one, because I feel like Little Nightmares is a good game, but it's just not made for me. What is that? Xenosaga? Is this related to Xenoblade? Because if that's the case, it's going in F. Diz does. I feel like some of these are just AI generated logos that they put in here as like a prank. I don't believe Diz does is a real game. Wait. Is that not a Z? Diz does. Oh, Dizdis. No, this isn't a real game. I can't even find this. How is anyone playing this? F. Galaga. This is like Pac-Man. Like, everyone knows what Galaga is. Dig Dug? Dig Dug, you idiot. Okay. Fuck. That doesn't look like a that doesn't look like a G. At all. G's don't look like that. Diz does. Okay, that makes more sense though, because I like Diz does. I knew wasn't a game. Galaga. Galaga is like the same as Pac-Man, not actually in the gameplay, but in terms of like public reception. But it's just like a smidge worse. I'm gonna go see. Namco Museum. Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna stay away from the Dragon Ball Z ones because if I like hate on Dragon Ball Z, I'm gonna get my account banned. They're gonna like swap me. It's just actually, okay, Fighters. Fighters is gonna be the first the first fighting game that goes above B tier for me. And then Ninja Storm. Ninja Storm is like similar to Fighters, but I don't think it's as cool. Even though I like Naruto more than Dragon Ball. Jump Force. Jump Force was an interesting idea. But I don't think they knew what to do with it. Like the moment I saw the headline like, "Oh, they're combining One Piece, Dragon Ball, and Naruto into one game," I was like, "Holy shit, that's awesome." And then they made it like this realistic style. Like it looks like an Unreal Engine game. and it just wasn't as good as any of the individual titles. It's it's a real travesty what happened to it. No. Wait. No. No. Tsum Tsum Festival. F for the name. Final Fantasy. Okay. Ugh. Final Fantasy is one of the ones that needs like multiple, you know? Because if we're going like Final Fantasy 1 to 5, it's probably like B or C tier. But if we're going 7 to 16, then it's S. Or 6 to 16, I mean. That said, 10 games that are for the most part all like amazing. I'm gonna have to put an A. The only big issue with modern Final Fantasy, in my opinion, is that there's too many cutscenes. Like Final Fantasy 16 is borderline on the same level as Metal Gear Solid 4, at least for the first half. Because you literally just like walk from NPC to NPC, and then like a 3-minute cutscene plays, and you're like, oh wow, so cool. But aside from that, they're all great. Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. I'm starting to get real pissed off with these spin-offs. Dragon Quest. Okay. There's Final Fantasy, which is like the really cool JRPG that everybody likes and knows. And then you have like Dragon Quest and Fire Emblem. And those are the ones that are for people that really like JRPGs. Like they are obsessed. Um I am not one of those people. You're gonna go haven't played. Dragon Quest Builders. That shouldn't exist. Kingdom Hearts. Would be S tier. Would be S tier if not for the fact that there's like a million spin-offs and Kingdom Hearts 3 was a little underwhelming. But Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and like one of the DS games was really good. The plot is contrived to all hell, but like the thing that's really good about Kingdom Hearts is that you can get into the series just based off the fact that you get to become best friends with Hercules and like Goofy, and that's really cool. And then also there's Final Fantasy characters. But if you're like a huge nerd, then you can also Metal Gear Solid style follow the entire plot like to its littlest details. So I'm gonna have to say A tier for that. Tomb Raider. This is like, hold on. Do they include classic Tomb Raider because it's the new logo? Okay. Tomb Raider's like okay, I think. I really respect Tomb Raider for the fact that it's like the first probably the first like really big adventure type game with a female protag. Aside from maybe Metroid, but I think that's in its own genre. Um but the games themselves I don't think are that appealing to me. The new trilogy, they're all like good games, but they have a little bit of that Ubisoft touch to them. Um, with the open world design. I think it's better than a lot of Ubisoft games, but there's still like a lot of collectibling to do. Uh, so overall, Tomb Raider for me is probably B. Nier S. Oh my god, S. Okay, there's like there's two Nier games. 3 if you count the mobile game, but like nobody's played that. Nier as long as you are one, okay with replaying the game, and two, okay with like anime, Nier is, as a series, one of the best stories I have ever fucking consumed in my life. Um, Especially like thematically and character wise. Oh my god, it's so good. I think Replicant has better characters than Automata, but both of them are phenomenal. Nier Automata is my second favorite game ever made. And also, both of them have like the best soundtracks ever. They're so good. I'm gonna like post this somewhere, and all the comments are gonna be like, "Holy glaze! It deserves it." Okay, I'll glaze Nier more than Dark Souls, and I like Dark Souls more. Okay, just cause. Um, they didn't need to make any more of these after 3. There's only so much you can add to a guy that flies around blowing shit up, you know? And it was really good. For like the second game was amazing. The third game, they added a few new things which made it even more fun. And then 4 came out, and I was like, what are you guys doing? There's tornadoes now, I guess. And then the quality of them, I think kept dropping, especially at launch. Just cause of B. Life is Strange. These are really good games that just aren't made for me. Um, like I don't relate to the characters, and the whole episodic story type of thing doesn't really work for me anymore. It was cool when The Walking Dead did it like 10 years ago, but it's really worn off in effectiveness for me. So Life is Strange is like C. Chrono Trigger. It's one of those games that I really have to play, but I haven't. Trials of Mana. I will never play this. Bravely Default. I will never play this. Space Invaders. Bubble Bobble. Fuck you for that name. Gex. S. S. If you don't like Gex, I don't like you. Oh my god. He's just a little lizard who fucks. We need a Gex resurgence. Okay? I'm not talking about like a Gex remake. I want a new Gex. Okay, I want Gex Reborn. Octopath Traveler. I'm never gonna play that. Balan Wonderworld. I feel like I know what this is. Oh! Oh, it's Hat Man. Or woman, I can't tell. It's Hat Them. Um... It's cool. It's cool. It's not really my thing. It's cool. Avengers. Okay. I think Avengers almost fills the same gaming space as Jump Force to me, where it really should have been good. Like the idea of it is such a no-brainer, but somehow they fumbled the execution so hard that it just never got off its feet. Um like the gameplay itself was whatever. But then they focused the story on this character that nobody really was interested in. And they forced forced in live service. And I think it killed the game. So we're gonna go E. Super Mario RPG. No. Metal Gear. Metal Gear's ass. Metal Gear's ass. Some Metal Gear games are better than others, but like, come on. Come on. If you have played the Metal Gear games and like either 2 or 3 aren't in your at least like top 20 games, I trust your opinion a little bit less. Those are the best. The best. Um Really the only reason I'm excited for Metal Gear Solid Delta is because Metal Gear Solid 3 is one of the best games ever made, and it has the stealth of Metal Gear Solid 5, which has the best stealth gameplay ever made. Castlevania. I haven't played Castlevania. I haven't played Castlevania. Bomberman's ass though. Contra. I don't really like Contra. Hot take. Hot take, I know. Uh, you're just like a big muscle guy shooting things. And you can shoot in very many directions. It's so cool. Silent Hill? S. Uh okay. Silent Hill's difficult. If I'm ranking Silent Hill as a franchise, it's difficult because 1 to 4 are all phenomenal. They're all some of the best horror games ever made. Um and then after that, things kind of had a issue. I think I'm one of the few people that likes a lot of the post-Team Silent games. I think Shattered Memories is super underrated. I think Downpour is underrated. Origins and Homecoming are not that good. Homecoming specifically might be one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. The PC port literally doesn't work. When I played Homecoming, the save system didn't function, so every time I died, I had to restart like 2 hours of content to the last like hard-coded in checkpoint, and then it would crash constantly, and then on top of that, the combat and story and gameplay was all dog shit. The soundtrack was good. Um but like that's a tough one for me because Silent Hill both encompasses some of the most like emotionally moving, thought-provoking, beautiful games I've ever played. And then it also has the worst game I've ever played. However, it does seem like they're making a resurgence. Silent Hill 2 remake was fucking amazing. And Silent Hill F also looks like it's going to be really interesting. We're not going to talk about Ascension. Just that doesn't even count. Okay. I think if I really want to be fair, Silent Hill has to go in A tier instead of S because the series has just had too many ups and downs. Dance Dance Revolution also going in A tier. Everyone knows what that is. It's great. Frogger. What's up with all the Frogger hate? Why is there so many D tier in Frogger? Frogger has some beautiful memories for me. I love Frogger. Probably B though. Q*bert, also beautiful memories. Apparently nobody owned a PS1. I don't think Q*bert is as good as Frogger though. So I'm gonna go C. No. I haven't played any of the Ninja Turtle games. I did play a Yu-Gi-Oh game when I was really young before I even watched the show. I remember literally nothing from it. I'm just gonna skip it. Halo. God, there's so many franchises on this list that if I were ranking this 10 years ago, it would be way higher. But I don't know what they did to Halo. Halo 2 is my favorite FPS game ever. Um, and I have so like half of my childhood is just playing Halo with my friends at their house, at my house, like couch co-op, Halo Reach, or have so many memories from that. Um, and I actually like Halo 4. I don't think it's as good as the other ones, but I think Halo 4 is like pretty good for what it is. And then like Halo 5, Halo 5 was horrendous. Um, and Infinite seemed promising, but it's just kind of underwhelming. Um, I think Halo has to go in the same tier as Silent Hill because they both had such amazing runs, and then also lower dips. Ugh. Yeah, yeah. I gotta put Halo in A. Gears of War. There's gonna be like one guy that sees this who really fucking hates me for this, but I have never played a Gears of War game. Forza. Forza is the racing game for people that are like a little cooler than the NASCAR enjoyers and a little less cool than the Need for Speed enjoyers. It's going to B tier. Yeah, any of the Age of games are F. You can pay me. Flight Simulator is C. It's cool. Connect. Okay. The Xbox Connect games kind of mean something to me because that was like part of my childhood growing up with games. Um, and I have a lot of fun memories. Like objectively speaking, the Connect games for the most part are all horrible. But oh my god, it is like the best kind of bad. They're so funny bad. Like I would love to do a live stream where I just play a bunch of Connect games. There isn't a single Connect game out there where like it's really good. Actually, wait. No, there is one. Okay, underrated, underrated. Rise of Nightmares, really good actually. Really good horror Connect game. Every single other Connect game is bad, but none of them are unenjoyable. They're all entertaining. I'm going on B. Crackdown. Haven't played it. Fable. Fable's okay. Fable's okay. Lynx. I don't even know. Hexic. That's not real. State of Decay. State of Decay is one of those games where like I know people like it, but I see it and I'm like, ew, boring, gross. It's kind of like how I used to feel about every side scroller until I started playing them. Maybe if I played State of Decay, I'd like it. Um, but I doubt it. No, Zoo Tycoon. I actually did play this. Not as good as Roller Coaster Tycoon, but it's pretty fun. There's like pandas in it. Minecraft, Jesus. Right, that's how you know the Gen Alpha are doing this tier list. I mean, it is S tier though. It is S tier. If you don't like Minecraft, I think that like okay, if you're one of the people that likes Terraria more than Minecraft, that's perfectly reasonable. But if you like really don't like Minecraft or Terraria or any game like that, I feel like that says more about you. You gotta be, use your brain. Um, What's something I can do for the TikTok algorithm? Chicken jockey. Flint and steel. Okay, there you go. We got him in now. Yeah, I don't really understand why Microsoft decided to split their Minecraft development focus so much among these different spin-offs. I'm sure they're like fine, but so many of people's issues with current day Minecraft is either one that they changed too much, in which case you can just play an older version, or two, that the updates don't come out frequently enough. I feel like we just gotta focus on the main Minecraft. Cuphead. Cuphead's really cool. I can't. I was gonna complain. I can't. I haven't played this, but I want to. I want to. Sunset Overdrive, same thing as Ori. Super Lucky's Tale, it looks like a fake game. The Outer Worlds. No, this isn't the one where you go in space. This is the other one. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Just pretend that's in like C or B. Wait, what? Hello? Okay. What is that? Hellblade? I've only played the first Hellblade. I thought it was cool. It's very ambitious. It's a really cool idea. But it's kind of... I think Hellblade is one of the few games where you can just watch somebody play it and you'll get almost the exact same experience. I think B is fair for it. Destiny. This is exactly what I expected the Destiny graph to look like. Destiny is good with an asterisk. I'm not really gonna explain much more than that. It's going in D. Minesweeper. I don't like doing math. You're in D tier as well. Solitaire. This isn't a game franchise, this is a card game. What is it? A, I guess. Banjo-Kazooie. It's alright. Conquer, I like more than Banjo-Kazooie. Conquer is funny. Battletoads, not really my thing. A D. Killer Instinct, haven't played. Perfect Dark. Okay, this one makes me kind of nervous because if Sam is watching this right now, she's gonna get really mad at me. Because Perfect Dark is her favorite game. I don't... It's okay. I don't think it's that good. Perfect Dark is kind of just like... It's like the little offspring child of if you combined GoldenEye and Halo. But I don't think it's as good as either of those on their own. I'll put it in B. The new one looks cool if it ever releases. Viva Pinata. This is the one. No, it's not. I was gonna say this is the one with the skeleton. Viva Pinata sucks. That was just supposed to be F. Sea of Thieves is a really grindy game. Almost similar to Warframe, in a sense. But I think it is good. If I had more friends, it would be an A tier, but I'm gonna put it in B. I don't know what that is. GoldenEye. Okay, where did I put Profita? Where did I put Profita? B tier? GoldenEye is like high B tier. Doom. Doom modern day is S tier. I think Doom has had a little bit of an up and down as well. but it's majority like all good. If you're somebody that enjoys Doom games, you're gonna enjoy like all of the Doom games. S. Fallout. Okay, this is the one I'm gonna get shit on for. Well, I don't think Fallout is a very good series. Okay. Um, the first two are in a genre that I can't. I just like can't enjoy really. Um, and then three, I think three is good. I think three is good. 76, not 76, Jesus. Um, and then like there's Fallout New Vegas, which everyone and their mother told me Fallout New Vegas was one of the best games ever made. I played Fallout New Vegas, and what I saw was 15 miles of yellow desert surrounding me, and I explored that for 5 hours, and I didn't find anything, and I was like, this fucking sucks. So I really didn't like New Vegas. And then Fallout 4, I don't even hate Fallout 4, but everybody else does. I think Fallout 4 is like just okay. And then there's Fallout 76, which was disastrous at launch. Genuinely, the best Fallout media I've ever consumed is the show adaptation of it. I think Fallout is like straight up C tier. Kill me. Kill me if you want. Stake me. Elder Scrolls. It's like between A and B. It's between A and B. It's at the time, like S plus. In hindsight, I don't think going back to the Elder Scrolls games really hits the same. Skyrim's really good because you can mod it to be whatever you want, but like base game Skyrim modern day, I don't think is that good. Um I think Oblivion is probably better base game modern day. Um and honestly, I'm not even really that excited for 6. Um Probably cuz they announced it like way too early. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go B tier for Elder Scrolls actually. What? Did they just give Skyrim its own tier? Okay, that's also B. Wolfenstein. I haven't played the Wolfenstein games. Rage, haven't played it. Quake. It's like Doom but worse, but I haven't played it. Starry Field. Jesus. Okay, why do people hate Starfield so much? I don't think Starfield, from what I saw, is any worse than like Skyrim is. I guess I guess the issue is it's not really any better either. And it's been like 10 years. Prey didn't play. The Evil Within. The Evil Within is a super underrated series. Uh if you like the Resident Evil games at all, like especially 4, you're probably gonna really like The Evil Within. Um it has an interesting blend. It feels like an interesting blend between Resident Evil and then also like some of the manifestation world altering stuff of Silent Hill. It has a very interesting style. I'm gonna put that in A. God of War. Yeah, God of War's S. Even the bad God of War games are like so small in scope that you can't really strike it against the series. Uncharted. I was expecting more S's for Uncharted. Uncharted is really good. It's pretty consistent. I think 2 or 4 is the best one. My only thing with Uncharted is like I don't think they reach like the highest peak of what AAA games have done. Um, and the first Uncharted specifically hasn't aged as well. There's a lot of parts in the first Uncharted that, especially on the harder difficulties, feel like they weren't designed as tightly as they are in 2 or beyond. I'm gonna have to go A for Uncharted. Little Big Planet. Okay, you know what? You want to know the only time I played Little Big Planet? We were at some kind of like festival, and there was a big bus parked next to it, and the bus was there to like advertise the PlayStation 3, and inside like all the seats were taken out. It was just a big like booth basically inside of a bus. And it was lined with PS3s that it was lined with little PS3s on the walls, and then like these shitty tiny monitors, and one of them had Little Big Planet on it. And that's the only time I've played Little Big Planet, and it was also the first time I played on PS3. Um, and for that memory alone, that's like an A tier memory, to be honest. The Last of Us. Okay. Okay. All right. Here's the thing with The Last of Us. Um, the first game, I don't think has that interesting of gameplay. It's not bad by any means, but it's definitely carried by the story. That's the only thing that really weighs it down at all for me. Um, a lot of people hate the second game. Um, like the hate that the second Last of Us game gets is like so so like saturated. It is pure the hate that The Last of Us 2 gets. I'm gonna say it right now though. For the most part, I think kind of unjustified. The Last of Us Part 2, I like the story in it, like for the most part. Really, the only like biggest gripe that I have in the story of The Last of Us 2 is just the pacing. I think it's too long, and I think the like order of events that you see a lot of times isn't as effective as it could be. It just like it feels like the game keeps like lunging and tripping forward, and then it like takes a step back to slow down. It's paced really weirdly. But other than that, I like it a lot. I'm gonna go S tier for The Last of Us. Ratchet and Clank. I don't really have much to say. A. Gran Turismo is the racing series for people that are boring. If you like racing just because the car moves in a circle, then Gran Turismo is the game for you. I'm gonna go C tier. I don't know what that is. Jak and Daxter is it's like Ratchet and Clank, but not as good. B. Sly Cooper, S. If you know Sly Cooper, you know that it's S. There's nothing like Sly Cooper today. Oh my god, it's so good. Gravity Rush. Haven't played it. Knack. Us Knack fans know that's an S tier. Infamous. I've only played Second Son, which I liked a lot. I'm gonna put it in B. Until Dawn. I've always felt that Until Dawn is like 10%, 10% not good enough to engage me. It's good. It's good, but it's just like a little bit. It's just a little like the characters. They're just not quite there. The story isn't just. It's just not quite there for me. Um, I'm gonna give it a C tier. Haven't played that. I'm interested in it. Shadow of the Colossus. I think nowadays Shadow of the Colossus is underrated.
Thank you. Hope you
Thank you.
enjoy the stream.
Thank you, Bad, for the 1 bit. Yeah, I think nowadays Shadow of the Colossus is underrated. Before, like even in PS4 days,
Thank
Shadow of the
you.
Colossus was super
Hope you
big.
enjoy the stream.
Thank you for the 69 bits, Bad. Um, the only slight I have against Shadow of the Colossus is that it's repetitive, but it is just like an artistic game. It's so beautiful. Even the parts of it that are flawed, like how empty the open world is, especially in the original, has like meaning you can interpret out of it. And Shadow of the Colossus also has one of the best soundtracks ever. So S. Yeah, it's fun as well. um, Last Guardian. I think Last Guardian could have been S, but it's like there's so many things I love about The Last Guardian, and all of it gets hampered down by the fact that half of the gameplay is just waiting for the giant bird dog to like do what he needs to do. So much of that game is just you telling the AI to do something, and then you have to like wait for it to figure it out and go through 3 prepping animations. Um, it's just I don't know. I don't think it's that fun. Um, Probably B. Horizon. When the first Horizon game dropped, I was like obsessed with it. I 100% it twice, I think. But in hindsight, the Horizon games have a really cool concept. I think the story execution is like whatever, but they sort of just like fill the embodiment of what I think an open world game should be at like its bare minimum. Um, Obviously the quality of animations and everything are like way above that, but in terms of the gameplay and open world design, it's like what I would expect a Ubisoft open world game to be if all of them were like just good enough. So I really got to put it in like B tier. I don't know what that is. Days Gone. No interest. Yeah, what's up, Bad? Ask you to lift a resident into bed. Okay. Did you lift them? Did you lift the oh shit. She always says in the name of Jesus just before she lifts someone because religious, I guess. Maybe for that brief moment, Jesus himself is like helping her lift the the resident. The lady heard that and said, "I rebuke you, to hell you go." Oh my god. That's the kind of old person I'd want to be. Um, okay. Astrobot. I think Astrobot gets too much hate. You see what I mean? Like people either love it or they hate it, or they haven't played it. Um, but like I don't think it's as like it's definitely inspired by the 3D Mario games, but I don't know, man. It's like almost as good. I don't think something has to be 100% original in like every aspect of its concept to be fun, to be good. Sometimes a game is just good for the sake of being good. There's no like greater, you know, innovation there. And Astrobot is it's good. Hey. Demon Souls. Uh I really like Demon Souls. The one thing I think it has over Dark Souls is it's like atmosphere. I think the world of Demon Souls is just as interesting as Dark Souls. But Demon Souls, like the whole game just has this really foreboding and melancholic feeling, like as a fog draped over the game. Um, the remake kind of sullied that a little bit, but it is just gorgeous. I'm gonna go A tier for Demon Souls. Fat Princess. Now that's an S. No. Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. The Ghost of Tsushima is really good. Um, but I don't think they went hard enough with their like natural exploration aspect of the open world. My favorite kind of open world is the one where you can like look out on the horizon and see something interesting. Like in Elden Ring, you always see the Erd Tree, you see a castle, you see a big mountain, and you can go to all those areas. Um, in Breath of the Wild, you always see like Hyrule Castle, and if you don't see that, you see one of the dungeons, like the bird flying through the sky. There's always something in the distance to look at. Ghost of Tsushima is almost there. I really liked the idea of the wind mechanic, but the problem I have with a lot of open world games is that it just turns into you looking at a compass at a waypoint and then walking towards that mindlessly, almost like a checklist. And at a certain point through Ghost of Tsushima, the wind stops being this way of like making this beautifully seamless exploration in the open world, and it just becomes like a more immersive version of the compass, where instead of following a waypoint, now you're following a gust of wind mindlessly instead. It's better, but I don't think it's as good as the best open world games. So for me, like B or A tier is probably where it belongs. But I did really enjoy it, so I'm gonna push it up to A. Insomniac Spider-Man. I know a lot of people were disappointed with the second game. I do think the story in the first one is better, but the second one has like the best traversal ever, like in any game. And the first one was already halfway there. Um, the first Spider-Man was like pretty close to a perfect game for me. And the second one didn't quite make it there, but it was still so fun. I gotta do S. Rayman, more like gay man. Assassin's Creed. Fuck you people that put Assassin's Creed in A. It does not deserve that. Okay? If this were 2012, sure, go crazy. Even 2014, go crazy. Assassin's Creed A tier, S tier, you're valid. Anything after Black Flag has been so hit or miss. Okay? I know there are people that enjoy all of the new open world ones. I thought Origins was like pretty boring for the most part. The only one of the open world ones I've played that is fun is Odyssey. Shadows looks like it's really fun, but I just haven't bought it. Um, AC as an entire series, I think, has to go in B tier because half of it is good, and then the other half of it is just slop. It's just recycled garbage in a different area of the world. I go B. Just Dance. How do you even rank this? They're all the same game. The C. I don't know. That's Rabbids. I actually like Rabbids. Rabbids is B, I think. Mario plus Rabbids is actually goated, also B. Watch Dogs, wasn't really interested in it. Far Cry. Far Cry is almost exactly the same to me in appeal as Assassin's Creed, but the difference is that you're usually on some kind of island and or like you're usually in some kind of a more like a wildernessy area, and it's first person. So like, I don't know, I feel like once you've played one Far Cry game, you've kind of played all of them. The villain is usually the most interesting part, but even that doesn't always translate as well from game to game. Probably B. I don't know what that is. Trials. These are pretty small scope, but they're like fun motorcycle games. I have B tier. Haven't played Beyond. Prince of Persia. It's one of those series that's like too big and varied to like really solidly put up high. I think the best Prince of Persia games are like S tier. But as a series, I don't know. It's all over the place. So it will be Brawlhalla. This is one of those games that's made for people that aren't me. It's C tier. Uno. Uno? Uno is a game that won't quite break up your family as much as Monopoly, but it's pretty close. You will have some fucking grudges to get over after a good game of Uno. It's S tier. Monopoly. Monopoly, on the other hand, will ruin your family. I played Monopoly with 500 people, and whoever wins gets a real Monopoly in real life. Monopoly isn't as good as Uno. Okay, it goes on too long, and it just makes you angry. South Park was good. South Park was good. I don't think it's that special, though. Yeah, what you were saying about Marathon, it looks good. I saw a lot of people hating on it because they were like, I don't know why I would play Marathon over fucking, what, like, Rainbow Six? You know? I don't... It's kind of like the same thing as what I was saying about Astrobot. A lot of the criticisms I've seen for Marathon have all been in the form of comparing it to a different game that has, like, the same genre. And I don't really think that every game needs to be super unique. Like, Marathon's appeal is that unlike those other games, like Rainbow Six. Um, it's sci-fi, you know, and the only other really popular sci-fi shooter that I know right now is Destiny. Um, which is also made by Bungie. I think it looks good. We'll see what the price is. A lot of people are throwing around $40, but I don't think they really confirmed that. They just said it was less than 70. um, but it looks fun. I don't think I'm gonna buy it. Uh, but we'll see. We'll see. Crash Bandicoot. I have mixed feelings on Crash Bandicoot because it's one of those series where all of the games are really well made and like beautifully done, well designed, but at the same time, the process of actually playing them makes me want to like rip my eyelashes off and throw them at Naughty Dog. So it's gonna go A tier. Spyro. Hmm. I was gonna put Spyro in S, but I remembered the horror of the Xbox 360 era for Spyro. There was this horrible time in Spyro's life between like the PS2 and Xbox 360 era where they really tried to make Spyro cool. Like there's this game and then also Skylanders where they took like a hard heel turn into like Spyro's cool now and he's like epic dragon, which like is the total opposite of what Spyro is supposed to be. The whole appeal of him is that he's like the loser cute dragon that can't do all of the really strong things the other dragons can. And I don't they moved away from that for a little bit for some reason. Um so that I feel like that kind of drags the franchise down for Spyro to A tier. Call of Duty. Okay, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if I give Call of Duty like the impact card because like obviously Call of Duty has had a huge impact on online gaming and the scope of shooters for a long time. But also um they are like bloated. They are like bloated rerun titles that half the time even the audience fucking hates. And then everybody that doesn't play Call of Duty makes fun of people that play Call of Duty. There are a few good ones in there, but Call of Duty is extremely hit or miss and extremely hateable. Um I think I have to give it the impact card, which like at least bumps it up to B. Guitar Hero. I'm gonna lump in Clone Hero with Guitar Hero. Because Clone Hero obviously wouldn't exist otherwise. And then I also have to give Guitar Hero the impact card. Because this is like one of the only non-Nintendo games that had like the worldwide impact on everybody's family. Everybody had Guitar Hero. A tier. Skylanders. When Skylanders first dropped, it was probably like my favorite thing ever to happen to gaming. It was so cool. I loved the real life interactability element. You had a little figure and then it comes into the game at the same time. and it had Spyro, even though they like ruined Spyro's design. It was really cool. Um, if they stopped after like the first 2 or 3 Skylanders games, I would give it S. But I think they milked it too much, and it kind of just became like a really shilly way for the company to like yoink as much money away from your parents as possible. And the ideas kept getting less cool. I'm gonna put it in A. Overwatch would have been S tier, if this were like 2018. Nowadays, again, I'm giving it the impact card, so I might even bump it up to A. But nowadays, like Overwatch is B. A lot of people have it in F. I don't think that's fair because you really got to give Overwatch the credit for what it did to online gaming. I think if you look at current Overwatch updates, they're getting better. Like they added in a perk system almost similar to Dead by Daylight and some cool arcade stuff. Like there's more reason to play Overwatch 2 now than there was a few years ago. But I can't, like nowadays I can't put it over B. Diablo, haven't played any of them. World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is going in F tier just because it made Asmongold popular. StarCraft, haven't played. Hearthstone. Hearthstone's actually pretty fun. I would put Hearthstone in B. Heroes of the Storm, fuck you. No. Oh, Candy Crush would have been F. Tony Hawk. This might be controversial. I think the Skate series is better than Tony Hawk. But Tony Hawk's still like... Tony Hawk's still A. Haven't played that. Mortal Kombat. I think modern day Mortal Kombat really doesn't hit the same as it used to. Like original Xbox era Mortal Kombat was my shit. But it's really fallen out of good graces with me. Gotta put it in B. Scribblenauts, was legendary when it released, but I think the gimmick of it wears off really fast. B tier. Oh my god, Batman Arkham. Dude, even the one that everyone agrees is the worst, Origins, is still a great game. Batman Arkham might go down as like one of the most like close-knit, flawless franchises. So good. Everything in that series is amazing. Kevin Conroy was a gift to mankind. And I think the Batman Arkham series also has the second best stealth action gameplay, just underneath Metal Gear Solid 5. But those two are insanely good. Injustice, didn't play it. DC Universe, didn't play it. Gotham City Imposters. E, I think. Gotham Knights. Okay. Gotham Knights is one of those games that got like more hate than I think it deserved, but at the end of the day, it's still such a mid game that it's hard to even have an opinion on. Like nothing in it I don't think is so egregiously bad that I get like angry, but nothing stands out either. It's just, like it's like the low-fat mayonnaise of gaming. You know? I have put it in, like, D. Suicide Squad, though. This is one I can get angry about. Suicide Squad somehow took all of these characters that are really cool and interesting, and they have their own powers. You know, you got like Boomerang Man, you got this big fucking shark, and then they just made them all use guns. And then on top of that, they forced in another live service gimmick that nobody wanted. And then on top of that, they also like pissed all over the legacy of Batman Arkham. This one's F. Shadow of Mordor is a game that I have to play, but I haven't. The Lego games are S tier, easily. Oh my god. Hitman. You know why I'm not gonna put Hitman in S tier? I'm gonna put Hitman in A tier, purely because the way that they made buying the new Hitman games on Steam, like, super confusing. And I think it's purely for money. There are like 6 different options when you go to the Steam page for Hitman World of Assassination, because they combined all of the new Hitman games into one thing, and they still let you purchase them in different packages. Not only that, but if you bought Hitman 1 and 2, you need to like re-buy them again for Hitman World of Assassination. I think it's kind of scummy, and it's sort of gross. The games themselves, though, are really good, so I'm gonna go A. I think it's pretty bad. I think it's pretty bad. They have like, you need a guide. The fact that there is a chart in itself, I think, is a problem. I shouldn't need a chart to purchase a game. Like, you know, if they consolidated all of the Assassin's Creed games into one package like that, and they gave me a spreadsheet as a guide of how I should purchase it, I'd be pretty pissed off. I don't even know what this is. Spy Hunter? I don't know what that is either. Defender? Rampage? What is Rampage? Okay, this looks goated. You can't tell me this isn't a goated game. Look at this. God damn. Rampage A tier. Paperboy? Okay, we're in the games that, like, I definitely haven't played. Oh, there's just so many more. Alright. Let's keep going until I get... Yeah, I have not played many arcade games. Okay. This... Oh, you need me to grab my cat? Okay. That's a good little break, actually. Ugh. I'm gonna do a little BRB then. Okay. I'm gonna do a BRB. And when I'm back, I'll get both my cats. I'm also gonna play an ad while I'm gone so that it doesn't interrupt us later. See you guys. I'll be back in a few minutes. That. This guy's heavy. This obese fucker. This is Chase. He's very large. Say hi. Say hi. Okay. Ugh. I had to carry this guy up the stairs. And like, he, like, hurts to carry. Are you fat? Are you a little fatty? Are you a little fatty? It's like a workout. You gotta do squats. This little kitty. Mm. He's very chill though. Like he kind of just lets you do whatever you want. He really doesn't mind. You can like you can just move him around. However, right? You okay, Chase? So he's got nothing going on in there. Oh. Okay, now he's getting pissed off. I'm sorry. Ugh. I think he just wants to lay down. Ugh. I'm gonna get Chevy because you guys redeemed two of those. Oh. Okay. Now this is Chevy. This is Chevy. Chevy is not quite the same as Chase. Um, he's he likes to complain a lot. He doesn't really meow when you pick him up, but if you let him down, he starts screaming at you. He does like lawn meows. Um, he's still pretty patient for a cat. Like I can really just do this shit. And he doesn't super mind. I don't think he's like happy about it, but he doesn't like get angry at me. He's getting old though. Like you see, he didn't used to have white whiskers, but now he's got them. Say hi, say hi, Chevy. Say hi, Chevy. Look. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh shit. Oh no. Your session might need a refresh. Please tell me it saved my progress. Okay, no, thank God. I was about to cancel the stream. That would have like ruined my life. Okay. All right. So let's continue. I already did Wario Land though, didn't I? Oh, it did send me back a little bit. Let me just skip these until we get to Half-Life. Okay. So I played Half-Life for the first time recently. I still like Half-Life 2 is the next game I'm gonna play on stream. It's good. I definitely feel like Half-Life 2 is gonna be the reason the shit like blows up in popularity. I know Half-Life 1 was huge too, but like 2 is the one everybody really hypes up. Um Considering when it came out though, I have to give it S. I don't like Valve they just make good games. And it's cuz like the work the the work culture at Valve is so different than it is at 90% of gaming studios because they don't need to develop games in order to stay afloat as a company. Most of their money just comes from Steam. So the Valve dev team just get to work on stuff that they're all personally really passionate about, and they work when they are passionate about it. So as a result, you don't really get many games from Valve anymore, but the ones that you do are all like amazing except for Artifact. You get S tier. Portal, again, S tier. Team Fortress, A. Counter-Strike, A. Left 4 Dead, S tier. Dota, haven't played it. Plants vs. Zombies. Why is there such like a disparity here? It's like C or S. I don't think Plants vs. Zombies is S tier. I mean, it's great, but nah. The Sims, oh. Oh, okay. The Sims in PS2 era would have been S tier. After they've milked The Sims 4 for like 10 years and tried to strip away every little bit of money left over in my bank account, The Sims like needs to be in C. Maybe even lower at this point. Sim City, just play City Skylines. Battlefield, I think, is better than Call of Duty, actually. The environmental stuff. The environmental stuff is really what drives me to it. Call of Duty has more of the impact, though. So I think I have to put them in the same tier. Need for Speed, okay. Remember what I said? Forza, or sorry, like NASCAR is the racing series for boring people. Forza is the racing series for people in between. And then Need for Speed is the racing series for people that are like really cool and fun and awesome and handsome. Need for Speed is going in A. FIFA, thank God. Thank God this is 24% F tier. If you're one of the people that puts FIFA in S tier, I would hate to see what your F tiers are. Oh my God. Madden, F. Burnout. Burnout is like the same as Need for Speed. Not actually. Burnout might actually be even more fun than Need for Speed, but they're both A. Mass Effect, probably another one of the series that I'm going to play on stream because I've never done it and I feel like I'm going to keep pushing it back if I don't. But I haven't played them. Titanfall, I wish this series blew up. I wish desperately that Titanfall was still huge right now. But unfortunately, we do not live in that world. Dead Space. Is it fair for me to put Dead Space in S if I haven't played 3? Because Dead Space 3 is the one that, like, it probably knocks it down for a lot of people. I'm gonna put Dead Space in S. I don't care. It's awesome. Command and Conquer? Nope. Rock Band? Where's Guitar Hero? Guitar Hero is in A, Rock Band's going in B. SSX? A, I think. I like SSX more than Tony Hawk, actually. But I think I put Tony Hawk in A as well. Whatever. Mirror's Edge. Haven't played any of them, but oh my god, do I love watching other people play them. Skate, the best series, actually. Spore. Okay. I would need to rank Spore by, like, each tier of the game. Because the tier where you're just, like, your little gross Neanderthal creation, crawling itself around this new land is S tier. But then once you get into, like, the civilization management thing, it goes, like, way down. But overall, probably B. Peggle, S. Peggle's the perfect game. Unravel. I feel like they could have just put all of that guy's games into one franchise. Unravel is the only one I haven't played. Actually, I haven't played Brothers either. A Way Out. A Way Out is, like, so jank. It's so rough around the edges, but it doesn't matter because you're always going to be playing it with people that are, like, fun. It's so good. I don't think if It Takes Two is on here, I would put that in S tier. So I'm gonna put A Way Out in A. Apex, F. F. Zuma, I feel like I know what that is, but I have to skip it. Star Wars. I'm sure this is cool. I'm sure the Star Wars games are cool. Personally, I haven't watched Star Wars since I was 8. If somebody wants to tell me, like, why I should watch Star Wars, go ahead. It doesn't take much to convince me, but at the moment, I have not gotten into it. Borderlands, not my type of game. Like, objectively, probably A, for me, C. BioShock. I can't even rate BioShock, honestly. I've only played like 1 hour of it. XCOM. I want to say F because I hate this genre of game. But no, I'm gonna say F. Say F. GTA. Overhyped. I think Red Dead is the better Rockstar series. If we're going by, like, quality over the whole series, I think Red Dead's better. There's only 2 of them, but, you know. The real thing about GTA that has kind of sullied it for me is the 10 plus years without a new one and, like, only GTA Online updates. And I really feel like you have to be a certain kind of person to play GTA Online. That person is not me. And then on top of that, I think the actual, like, campaign for GTA 5 is one of the weaker ones compared to 4 or what I've seen from stuff like Vice City and San Andreas. Like, honestly, it's been so long and I was so, like, not that into 5 that I can't even really get hyped for GTA 6, especially knowing that it's probably going to be, like, $200 in Canada. That said, as a franchise, factoring in the impact, And the quality, probably A for me. Red Dead is S. Um, okay, I will say, I think Red Dead 2 gets a little bit overhyped. Um, the story obviously is one of the best ever told in like media in general. But in order to facilitate that story, I think that they really restrict you in the mission design for Red Dead 2 in ways where I and many other people I know often failed missions because they tried to do it in more of a creative way, and then you just like end up out of bounds of the mission, or they tell you like, you no, you're not supposed to do that, and then the mission just ends and you have to restart. And I think that's lame. There are also some other bits in the open world of Red Dead 2 and the like honor system that kind of discouraged me from doing a lot of the cool shit, like robbing banks or stealing a train. I like that they don't make it super easy to do those things, but they also make it a little bit less fun. That said, that said, I would be insane if I didn't put it in S tier. Okay. Bully, didn't play it. Civilization, F. LA Noire. I think B. LA Noire is good. They really overhyped their facial animations. I love the meme of it being like LA Noire. You need to scan their facial animations to see if they're lying, and then the clip is just some guy being like, "I didn't do it." And then the gameplay's a little formulaic, but I think B. Mafia, haven't played. Max Payne, probably really good, haven't played. NBA, F. Okay, I know I said I put all the sports ones in F tier, but the wrestling one actually is kind of funny, so I'm gonna put it in D. Dragon City, haven't played. Fatal Fury, Metal Slug, Neo Geo Capcom versus Shingeki no Kyojin. That's it's probably cool. The Witcher, the Nether. Um, I haven't played any Witcher games. Actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. I played the opening 2 hours of The Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch, and it was like 480p and 20 FPS, and I was like, this sucks. So I bought the game on PC, and then I never installed it. Gonna put that in haven't played. Cyberpunk. I actually was interested in this. I wasn't super hype, and then it came out, and everybody knows what happened to Cyberpunk when it came out. And I'm really glad that they gave so much love to the game, where now it's like super amazing, but I still haven't really gotten around to it. Also, weird side note, the people I know that are like obsessed with Cyberpunk are usually very annoying. I don't know why that is, but there's like a certain portion of Cyberpunk fans like where they're really into it, and they're usually kind of annoying. Um, League. Everyone everyone put League in F tier. Frankly, I think half the people that put League in F tier here are probably League players themselves. Nobody likes League. Okay? You're either a League addict or you're somebody who is sane, and both of those people hate League. Okay? These 4 people that put League in S tier are like AI scripts. Right? Aside from the fact that League has the reputation it does, another like serious issues with it are there where like Riot have made it so incredibly difficult between them and the user base of League to like be a new player trying to get into it. There's so much friction in like learning the character base, and then on top of that dealing with the fact that if you haven't learned the character base everybody wants you to die. Yeah, if we had like a tier under F, that's where League would go. Valorant. Okay, I haven't played Valorant in many years, but at least from what I remember, the Valorant player base is a lot nicer than League, but they're still not great. Right now, I feel like the nicest player base in an online game is like it's like silver elo Marvel Rivals, because those people aren't angry enough that they're in bronze, but they don't really care enough about the game to get to gold. um Valorant's like okay though. I think it's fun, but it's still a Riot Games game. Fortnite. I have to respect Fortnite for the fact that I can play as like Sabrina Carpenter and Godzilla. But I personally wasn't that into Fortnite when it was just the Battle Royale mode. But now that they've turned Fortnite into this weird pseudo Roblox type of thing, I have an even harder time getting into it. I'm gonna go see. Maybe I'm just too old. Rocket League. I wasn't aware there were like hardcore Rocket League players until last year. People take this game really seriously. Let's see. Pong. Pong. Pong's the perfect game. S. Breakout. C. Asteroids. Haven't played it. Centipede. A. I think. Heavy Rain. Okay. The David Cage saga. Okay. I have something to get off my chest. First of all, Heavy Rain is like B tier. It's funny. It's whatever. Okay. Didn't play that one. Here's what I have to say. Okay. Detroit Become Human, I think, like, tricked everybody into thinking it was a really good game, by the fact that it had empathetic and interesting, like, character writing. But the overall scenario in Detroit Become Human doesn't make any sense to me. The deeper you dig into it, the more it doesn't make sense. Like it mimics real life. It mimics real life events. To send a message. But then they replace like minorities with robots. Which, yeah, whatever. Like I enjoyed playing it, but I know the people who put this like the people who are like really passionate about this game, um, I don't think would agree with me on aspects of the story. But it's competent. And Connor's cool. I think I actually liked the one that was like Jesus more. Everybody loves Connor, but I don't even remember his name. You guys know who I'm talking about, though. The android from Detroit Become Human, who's basically just like robot Jesus. Hank. You're right. You're right. You're right. Hank. Hank is exactly who I was talking about. Bro, can you imagine if instead of whoever the buzzcut guy is, Hank is the one that led the resistance? He's the one that dies for your robot sins. Okay, Detroit's like B tier. Bro, I thought that said... Dude, I thought that said Black Mickey. I was like, what the... I've never heard that game. Disney Infinity was trying to be Skylanders, but they just released the game with no content. It's like D tier. Disney Universe didn't play it. Club Penguin. A. Paladins, fuck you. Smite, fuck you. Rogue Company, fuck you. Professor Layton, fuck you. Inazuma 11, fuck you. Yokai Watch, you must be a yokai. Monkey Island. I don't know what any of these games are. Grim Fandango. Okay, I know this one. This one's cool. Very, very stylistic. Very cute. He's very grim. B? I think. Didn't play Star Wars. Didn't play that. Clash of Clans. I almost got groomed on this game when I was a kid. I remember I joined a clan in Clash, and there was like a 40-year-old man in the Clash of Clans clan, and he was like, he was like DMing me, and it got weird fast. So for that, I'm probably gonna put Clash of Clans in probably E tier. Didn't play Clash Royale, didn't play Brawl Stars. Fruit Ninja. F for fruit. Jetpack Joyride? Okay, actually, one of the few mobile games from my time that was good. Tetris. You know, I'm a Tetris hater. I don't fucking like Tetris. It's stupid. It's pointless. Telltale games. They really popped off with The Walking Dead, and they, like, pioneered a genre of game. However, they had, like, one hit, and then they dragged that out, and it never was as good as it started out as. Like, they peaked with The Walking Dead Season 1, and then, like, they continued to be good for a little bit until they weren't. And then they made, like... Then they make, like, a Michonne game that I only saw, like, 3 people play that. I don't know. Wolf Among Us was cool. Wolf Among Us was cool, though. I guess for those two, I'll put them in B. Angry Birds, okay. Ark. Ugh. Ark sucks. It's Ark has the most strange user base, I think. Like, if League has the most toxic user base, Arc has the most peculiar. They're all a little bit odd. And then recently they released that, like, fully AI generated trailer for an Arc expansion, which is like, okay, they revealed that it's gonna be in the water, but everything is AI, so like you're not even really showing me what it's gonna be. What is the point? What is the point of that? Not only was it ugly and stupid and dumb, but it's also bad advertising. F tier. Outlast. Okay, I play a lot of Outlast Trials now, and it's really good. But if we're going by like the two main Outlast games, when Outlast 1 came out, it was massive. It had a huge impact, and everyone thought it was one of the scariest games ever made. And I agreed for a little bit. The first time I played it, Outlast 1 scared the fuck out of me. I think it has a bit of an issue, though, where it's too scripted. And if you like to replay games like I do, Outlast kind of loses almost all of its scare factor after one playthrough. Because you just know what's going to happen. And most of the areas are designed so that as long as you know where you're going, you're not really in any danger. I don't think it's aged that well. The story is pretty interesting, but the scare factor has diminished a lot over time. Outlast 2, I didn't play, but I heard a lot of shit about it. But I won't really give much of an opinion on that. I will say Outlast Trials, though, has been really good. And they've been consistently updating it. I've been enjoying Outlast Trials a lot. All of the new content they add is always pretty fun. The new story stuff is cool. I think, because Outlast Trials is so fun, and because of the impact that the first game had, I'm probably going to put the franchise overall in A. Didn't play The Forest. Didn't play PUBG. Battle for Bikini Bottom is actually A tier. Amazing. Agario was like my default game in high school. I will say though, it really pissed me off. Like I got like unjustifiably angry if I lost in Agario, because there would always be one giant guy that takes up half of the map in Agario, and then like they would see you as an infinitesimally small fraction of their size, and they go, I want to piss this guy off, and then they split and they take up the whole map, and you just die instantly. It's not like those rounds aren't fun. So I'll put it in B. City Skylines. I don't. If I were a civil engineer, this would probably be S tier. Death Stranding. I love this, because this is exactly what I thought it would be. It's like people mostly put it in a range of B to S, and then there's another fraction of people that are like, there's nothing in D and E, and then everyone's like F. F. You just walk. Which is true for the first like 5 hours of the game, but the game's 60 hours. So if you're past like chapter 3 in Death Stranding and you're still walking to every mission, that's on you, buddy. Death Stranding, though, I think really for me fulfills a niche that very few games do, where the delivery aspect of it has the same addicting satisfaction to me as playing like a management mobile game, but then they also sneak in the campiness and insanity of a Hideo Kojima story, and also the kind of like almost eldritch horror that I'm interested in. It's like this perfect amalgamation for me of all the things I am interested in and enjoy. um, there are two things though in Death Stranding that I really do not like. One, for somebody who made Metal Gear Solid, the stealth action gameplay that they force you into occasionally in Death Stranding really isn't that good. You can get through 90% of the encounters in Death Stranding by just spamming the parry button with your little rope. They do kind of fix that in the director's cut, which I liked, but most of my time's in the base game. And then the gunplay is just like bad, actually. It's not that good. You can be creative with the way you use everything, but it's balanced so weirdly that I didn't really feel any reason to do that. And two, the environments in Death Stranding, while beautiful, are mostly samey. 90% of the game is just like rocky, grassy plains area. And then there's one snowy mountaintop, one forest, which is like 30 square feet. And like a city area at the end of the game. But it's aside from that, it's almost like all the same. But other than those things, I think Death Stranding is pretty good. And I'm excited for the second game, even though it's like $100 in Canada. I put Death Stranding in A. Farming sim. Just get a garden. F. No Man's Sky. This would really depend on when you played it. I haven't played it at all. Payday. Haven't played it. Planet Coaster. A tier. Roblox. Okay. Okay. This has proven to me that people are doing this tier list, like, on their fucking recess break. Like, okay, Roblox is cool, but it's hard to rank because you, at the same time, you have, like, 18 plus chat room for the people that do that on Roblox. And then on the other hand, you have like Dress to Impress, and on the other hand, you have probably the worst horror game ever. I think C tier is pretty fair. Snake. Oh shit, I should have rated Snake S. Haven't played VR Chat. We Happy Few is cool. But it's one of those games where it's like, it'd be stupid for me to rate it because I know almost nothing about the game other than that the concept is cool. World of Tanks is they have great sponsorships. Worms is fun. Control, haven't played it. Sekiro S. This one was like the slightly less annoying version of Agario, so probably B tier. Don't know what that is. Shovel Knight, didn't play it. Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy's good. I like Super Meat Boy a lot, actually. Actually, I like it a lot. We're gonna... Actually... Yeah. Undertale. Somebody's gonna be really mad when they hear me say this, but I played Undertale up until, like, the Undyne fight. And I kind of went into it with a shitty attitude, so I just, like, killed everything. And then Undyne was too hard for me, so I stopped playing the game. So I think it would be unfair for me to really rank Undertale. I love the soundtrack. That's, like, the main thing that roped me into it is that the soundtrack is so good. But I think I'm gonna have to replay it on stream probably. I think I'm gonna have to replay Undertale on stream if I want to give it a proper ranking. Uh, because what I did play of it, I don't think gave me a fair assessment of the game. Um, Binding of Isaac. I've only played the original. I think if I played the new ones, it'd probably be higher, but for me, it's like a C. FNAF. Um, I don't know if this is unpopular. I think the best FNAF game is Sister Location. That one kind of broke out of the mold a little bit for me. It felt more unique, and I think it was scarier than the other ones. Um, I also liked the story, the way that it weaved in with the other ones was cool. Um, as a full series, though, I think FNAF has slowly become so oversaturated that it stopped being as uniquely appealing as it was at the start. Back in like the MatPat game theory bullshit era when they were first coming out, like 1 to 3, that was peak. And but once we get to like Security Breach, the full impact of FNAF is kind of sullied for me. So overall, I think B. Celeste didn't play. Terraria. um, Terraria is really good, but I don't know. I can't really get into it a lot of time. Hollow Knight was super hard for me to get into. I got so lost in the first like 3 hours of this game, but then something just clicks after a certain point, and you can't stop playing it. Like it sucks you into a mind control where all of a sudden you're like 3 hours in the Hollow Knight, and you're like, oh, I don't know if this is really for me, and then you wake up a week later, and you've never put the controller down. Is S tier. Didn't play Stardew Valley. Didn't play that. Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator was made for the type of humor that was around at the time of the first game's release, and they're still making them. It's been like 10 years of Goat Simulator. And I'm gonna be real, I don't think it's as funny as it used to be. You got E. Human Fall Flat. Um, it's fun, but I think some of the level design is annoying, actually. Like, it gets tedious at points, which is unfortunate. It's better with the more people you play with, but I've only done duos in Human Fall Flat. Yooka-Laylee. Holy shit, nobody's played this. This is like the Kickstarter Banjo-Kazooie thing, right? It looked cool. But I didn't really have like spending money at the time that it came out. Spelunky, God, I do not care about this game. I don't know what it is. I just can't get into it. It's C tier. Octodad. Do you know how angry I was when Octodad came out that I couldn't buy it? I remember I spent like hours as a child. I spent hours as a child looking for like a pirated version of Octodad because I was so obsessed with it on YouTube. And then some years passed, and now I like don't even have any interest in it. I love the idea though. I gotta put it in B. Chicken Horse. Nah. Super Hot. I need to play this game in the VR mode. That's the thing. I feel like I need it in VR, but I'll do B. Okay, Geometry Dash, I kind of have a vendetta against because it stole all of my friends away from me at the high school lunch table. You know, it used to be that I would talk to all my friends in high school at the lunch table and we'd all be having a cool hangout. And then Geometry Dash got really popular, and all of a sudden they couldn't make eye contact with me anymore, and nobody wanted to talk to me because they were too busy grinding out their perfect runs in Geometry Dash. F tier. Hello Neighbor. What happened to this game? It was so cool when it came out, like the alpha, and then just fell off. Don't know what that is. Overcooked stresses me the fuck out. Like, I actually have an anxiety attack whenever I play this game. It's going to F immediately. Beat Saber, if I had a VR headset, this would be S, but I don't, so I'm gonna have to skip it. Skip. Um, Fall Guys could have stayed huge for such a long time, but, like, the content got so repetitive. The content in Fall Guys got so repetitive, and then by the time that they came out with new stuff, a lot of people had already left, and the new stuff that they made wasn't engaging enough to rope a bunch of people in again. But it was really fun at the time. I don't know. I'm gonna have to say like C. Slime Rancher, okay. I know a lot of you people that like love Call of Duty would look at Slime Rancher and go, "Ew, this game sucks." If you're one of those people, fuck you. Slime Rancher is peak. This game is perfect. For everything that it tries to do, it does perfectly. I love it. It's so cute. The music is so fun. It's like it's Slime Rancher feels like putting on a blanket and drinking hot chocolate on Christmas Eve. Okay? And then and then you're also like cuddling with your partner. It's so good. It's so good. Stick fight, oh fuck. Okay, Polybridge would have been F because it pisses me off. 60 seconds, that's all I need. Kerbal Space Program is a game that makes me feel stupid for playing it, but it's still fun, so I'm B. The only time I've ever played Don't Starve. The only time I've ever played Don't Starve, I was invited to somebody's like friend group server and I accidentally ate their apparently really rare meat and then they all screamed at me and kicked me out. So I don't have very fond memories of Don't Starve. I'm gonna put that in F. Doki Doki is cool, but I kind of hate what it did to the internet for like a year. Really good playthroughs of this game, like, but it's almost similar to Outlast for me, where like once you play it once, you don't really have a reason to play it again because it loses all of its impact. I'm gonna go B. I'm one of the like two people that haven't played Among Us because I didn't have any friends when it came out. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Didn't play that. Didn't play that. Didn't play that. Getting over it. Fucking pretentious, stupid rage game. I hate you, Bennett Foddy. I hate you. I hate you. What is that? Gris? I didn't play that. Guacamelee? I didn't play that. Happy Wheels? Happy Wheels was like the game I played as a kid that made me feel like I was an adult because I was looking at gore. Um, and then I grew up and I realized that I was right. It was alright. It's okay for what it is. Journey is really good. I don't think it's quite S tier, but it is like moving, and it has it's really beautiful, and it has good soundtrack. Keep talking and nobody explodes. This is a game made for streamers and drunk people. And it's pretty good. I like that only one person has to buy it. Because I'm cheap. I'm gonna go see here. I played Limbo for the first time last year. And I was expecting more, to be honest. I was expecting more. It's okay. It's okay. It's even cool. I think there's a cool story behind it, but I kind of rushed through it too much. Plague Inc. Well, they really do have every game on here. This is another one of those games that I was obsessed with as a kid, where I tried to pirate it, even though the game's like $5. And I think I got a virus trying to pirate Plague Inc. Which is pretty ironic. The the game about spreading a virus gave me one on my computer. So for the fact that it did that, I'm gonna put it in D. Slender. Okay. The thing about Slender is that if you look back at it now, the first one, it is like objectively kind of a shit game. You just walk around like a barren forest looking for pages. And then like this T-posing model of a guy with long arms and a white face turns up behind you. And everyone at the time was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god, it's Slender!" But I do have to give it some credit because it had a huge, like, the fact that a movie got made about it because it had so much impact is pretty cool. But it's still gonna be in C tier. Surgeon Sim, we're just in like the YouTuber game area now. Like these are all games that these are all games that I wouldn't want to play now, but when I was a kid, I was obsessed with because Markiplier played it. And when Markiplier played it, it looked really fun. But then you play it yourself and you're like, "Oh, it's not actually not that good." Surgeon Sim, though, they did like do a lot of work on for the full release, and I thought it was pretty cool, so this one's gonna go up in B. This stuff's pretty good. I don't think it's as funny as the creators of it think they are, but it's pretty good. What the hell is that? Phasmophobia? Okay. Phasmophobia was really cool when it first came out for like a couple of weeks, and then they kind of had the same issue as Fall Guys where they didn't make content fast enough. Once you kind of tune in to the scare tactics in Phasmophobia, the whole thing just falls apart and it gets really boring. But it was fun while it lasted. So, C. Hades. S. I didn't expect to like Hades as much as I did. Usually those like isometric roguelike games aren't really my thing. But I just got like hooked into it. The art and music are so good. And then the characters kept getting better over time. Once you unlock the fists in Hades, I was like glued to it. Let's see. I almost called this FNAF. People like to shit on this game now, but Friday Night Funkin' still has a banger soundtrack, okay? Okay, you will never catch me not jiving out to a bum 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 ba 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 be ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba. Banger. Banger after banger. I wish they kept updating it. But S tier, I think. Oh shit. Are we done? These are all games that I skipped because I haven't played them. I think we're done. I think we did it. Wow. Wow. It only took 3.5 hours and my throat breaking. There you go. We've ranked every game ever made. And I didn't play 25% of them. Wow. 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 Okay, well, let's just do a little once-over of it. Oh my god, it ends in 14 minutes, too. Let's see. I'll do a little scroll down for you guys. Turn the camera off, actually. Don't look at my face. Wow. Can I just... Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's way too fast. Okay, never... Wow. Wow. Watson B. Look at all those shitty games. Look at all those terrible, bad games right there. Can I get like a full version of this in a photo? Do this. Wait. Oh. Oh. Yeah. 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 Presentation mode? What the fuck? Okay, I didn't realize they added so many features to this. Wow, look at all those fucking games. Okay, I swear there was a way that you could just make it like one big image, right? They share to Twitter. Okay, that opens Twitter. I don't want to do that. How do I just make it one image? Do I just have to zoom out really far? I think that's too far. I think that's too far to zoom. You'd figure it's save and download, but... Oh. Oh, okay, there it is. There it is. Okay, hold on. Beautiful. I wish I could post the link to it. But it doesn't really work like that. Whatever, I'll probably make a video. Like, I'll make a 4-hour video out of this 3-hour stream. Okay. Well, that was fun. I'm glad nobody cussed me out verbally for my opinions. Maybe in their heads, though. Maybe in their heads. Oh yeah. That was a fun stream. Right? I hope you guys enjoyed watching my tier list. And if you didn't, then, I don't know, report me to Twitch. I don't care. Do it. Alright. On Wednesday, we will be actually playing Half-Life 2. Same time as this stream. All of that fun stuff. And I'll even play Half-Life 2 for up to 4 hours. Can you believe it? That's 20 minutes longer than a stream. Wouldn't that be sick? Alright. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one. Bye bye. Mwah.